Internet. Alexandra Malcolm here for video number 2 in your Breakout Plan training series. And I just want to say welcome to everybody who's joining us out there for video number 2. I really hope that you took the time to watch video number 1, because what we shared around your purpose and getting clients and your brand is very important to understand in order to move on to the next step that we're going to be tackling today. So if you haven't watched video number 2, I encourage you to go ahead and watch that video, go back and watch it, and then come back here and then catch up on video number 2. Okay? So today we're going to be talking about how to get your money right. And making a plan to transition out of your job it's very important to understand exactly what your finances look like right now. And once you understand what it looks like right now, then you can now begin to plan for the future. So today we're going to really help you to understand what your financial commitments are, organize them into a spreadsheet that's going to give you a very accurate look at what your monthly expenses are. Now, the reason why I'm doing it like this is because a lot of times we have an idea of what we spend. We know, okay, well, I make $2,000 a month, so, and at the end of the month all the money's gone, so my expenses must be $2,000 a month. But I want you to really put pencil to paper, or fingers to keyboard in this instance, and really write down all of your expenses. And to make it easy, we've provided a simple Excel spreadsheet for you that's located right below this video. So in the very first column, column A, has a space for the description of the expense that you may or may not incur on a monthly basis. Now, we're going to be looking at your expenses on a monthly basis. So I want you to go ahead and take a look at the descriptors. Go ahead and fill in what you would average that you pay for those things during the month. So go ahead and do that now for me. It's also very important to understand that if you have expenses that are not listed here, you can go ahead and add them and make the spreadsheet reflect accurately the reality of your budgets, the things that you are obligated to. The second thing I want you to consider is you may have expenses that only happen yearly, once a year. So you're going to need to go ahead and divide that expense into 12. And that will be the allotment that you would want to put aside on a monthly basis so that you would have the amount to pay that yearly expense. Now, once you have included all of your expenses in the descriptive column, which is column A, and added your estimated cost on a monthly basis in column C, you'll notice that at the bottom of column C is a cell that will automatically add your total for you. The amount that you see in that cell that says total is the amount of money that you spend on your expenses, or that you need to spend on your expenses on a monthly basis. This is a very important number. If you have never seen this number in black and white before, I'm so happy we did this exercise. I find that we have a habit of guessing what our monthly expenses are, but when you're doing business now, you need to know for sure so that you can plan. Now, what are we going to do with this number? I want you to take this number and multiply it by 2. Why are you multiplying it by 2? Because I want to establish a goal for you. And the goal is to not only create enough revenue in your business to cover your living expenses, but to also create enough revenue in your business, one, to operate your business, and to go ahead and be able to invest. So for today, we're going to double the number. So go ahead and do that for me now. Now I want you to take a look at that number. How does it make you feel? Is it scary? Do you think it's impossible? Are you excited? Does it get you going? What's coming up for you? I know sometimes we may experience some anxiety around money and the amount of income that we have targeted for our businesses and for our goals and for our life. But I want you to really get comfortable with this number. So don't just look at it here in this exercise, but I want you to go ahead and take that number, write it on a piece of paper, and I want you to put it on your mirror so that every morning when you get up and you're getting dressed for work, or you're getting dressed for your day, I want it to be in a place where you can see it. Why do I want you to be in? Why do I want it to be in a place where you can see it? So that you can get very comfortable with it. And the level of comfort that you have with this number will help you to manifest the number and manifest that amount of money in your business. Now, business is hard work. Okay? We can't sit back and will the money to us. We have to go ahead and envision it, get a clear vision of where we're going, which is that number, and then create a plan and a strategy on how we're going to get there. But in this part of this training, I want you to become really, really comfortable with looking at that number and imagining yourself making this number on a monthly basis. I want you to really take the time to go ahead and complete this exercise. Really fill in all of the expenses, go in and put in all of your estimates, and do it in a very detailed fashion. I want you to also use this spreadsheet to monitor your actual expenses. In column D, it has provision for you to place in, at the end of this month, how much did I actually spend on the item. And there is a column there for you to compare what you actually spent with what you projected that you would spend. Now, this is a very handy tool because it'll help you to see where your money is actually going, where it's really going. Not until you get it down on a piece of paper or in black and white can you really tell what's happening with your finances. I want you to become very comfortable looking at your money. Okay? Lots of times we want to just ignore it. Hey, it's not enough anyway, so why bother? I just have to stretch, or I'm having to pay Peter, or take from Paul in order to pay Peter, as the saying goes. But it's time to really get comfortable with the numbers in your personal life. So now when you transition into your business, you have some clarity and some understanding around how the numbers work. Okay, so really go ahead and go back and go through this exercise in detail after you finish watching this video. That's all for today. I want you to really stay tuned for video number 3, where we're going to help you even further to outline a plan on how you're going to make that amount that you just discovered today. Okay, this is Danette Alexandra Malcolm saying bye-bye and stay tuned for video